Like fathers, like sons. There they go. Millennial Farmer Jr. and one of the mini master pipe layers. Kids. One of the main things I need to concentrate on this week, besides getting the breaker fixed that keeps tripping out over there, which I can't do anything about. The electric company's gonna come out and shut the power off, put a great big breaker in there so that we can hopefully load corn out. We're not in a big hurry, but we do need to spray some soybeans. So we've got some Liberty, which is not glyphosate, it's glufosinate, and we are gonna spray a couple hundred acres of that on some of our soybeans to keep some of the weeds down here as we get into the ending days of the season. 220 acres about times 20 gallons to the acre, 4,400 gallons. Math is tough. He's got 10 there, you said?
Yeah.
Then I would say I'm in luck. Yeah, I'll take 7 of them. What about some surfactant as well, some liquid surfactant? Okay, are you coming this way again this afternoon?
Well, I will now.
And now I gave you a reason to?
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Sounds like my local FBN rep is gonna hook me up with some stuff last minute here. I didn't realize, we've never sprayed Liberty before, and I didn't realize we want a different AMS with that and a lot higher rates on water. So it's coming, it's coming. I'll just have to find something to do for an hour. It's not a fun job, but we've got a trailer that has a power cord plug for the tarp that is broken. I'll fix that. See this little guy right here? It's not supposed to do that. It functions, but it isn't right, and it isn't gonna function all the way through fall, so it's gotta be fixed anyway, and we got the plug. May as well get the sprayer out and have it ready to load, so when Todd gets here with that stuff, I can do that. Now, in order to get to that plug, it's much, much simpler if the truck is not connected to the trailer. I'm 6'3", I don't exactly fit up in there as easily as Jim seems to. So I'm just gonna unhook it. And hopefully it doesn't sink into the ground and tip over. Okay, this shouldn't be too difficult. But sometimes I'm pretty good at making fairly easy things pretty difficult. Office size, I'm already making it more difficult than I needed to. Almost. Might need a couple of guys for this. Let's get this out of the way first. Unless I unhook the wires back inside here, I don't have any extra to play with. And you can see I got a little extra corrosion in there. Plus I don't have anywhere made of steel to put the camera. This could be a struggle. I may need new cords. Oh boy. What's that little cord supposed to go to? Found an extra one. Those are not as easy to get out from behind there as I was hoping they would be. Remember what I said about making an easy job difficult? Jeez. I just remembered I gotta take some steak out for tonight. If I don't get that thought, I'll be in trouble. Important things that come to mind when you're doing boring jobs. Dakota Pure Bison, what do we want? Not short ribs. We got ribeye, tenderloin, New York strip, not the chuck roast. I'm generally a ribeye guy, but we're gonna try New York strip tonight. Let's see your best play. Ready? All right.
Down to hut.
Oh, that was a cold-blooded connection. You guys want to help me tighten? Jeez, you dropped my steak.
Not the steak.
Just for that, I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna say you have to help me tighten a couple bolts in like 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna push these bolts through. Uh-oh, I lost a nut. All right, I'm gonna go underneath with this stuff.
Okay.
And then you stay out here and just hold these in place through there. It's a little dusty under here.
Oh. Hold on. You're good.
Okay, let's go to the other side now. Okay,
You did it?
I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was quick. Chemicals are here. You work quickly, Todd. Can't figure out your tailgate?
Just don't make them like they used to.
No. Lucky that I called when I did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I had a sense about it. FBN Todd pulls through again. You know, someday I should buy him lunch, but I won't. So the plug-in here is done, other than throwing the trailer back on, but as long as I got the truck up here at the shop, I'm gonna do my standard WD-40 Specialist Dry Lube PTFE spray on the hopper bearings, just because they get so dang dusty all the time, and well, I hate changing them. So it's just a part of good maintenance, you know? You know? All right, let's plug this in and test our tarp. Is that right? Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Other way now, stop. Beautiful. And of course, you guys have seen me do this 100 times every time we unhook and hook up a trailer. We spray the glad hands down to keep the rubber nice on the seals. I'm gonna use the WD-40 Specialist silicone spray. Should be good, I think. This is some of our corn here. A lot of times when you sit up higher down the road going in a sprayer, it's a lot easier to tell what's going on in the field because you kind of sit above it like you do in a combine. You can see the different hybrids. One of them's tasseling a lot sooner than the other here on the ends. One of them's running out of water quicker too, the way it looks. That's interesting. Twisting the leaves up a lot more. Maybe it's just the flag leaf I'm seeing before the tassels. I don't know. Now this one doesn't seem to quite be showing it as much, which is interesting because this is one of our drier fields. Maybe it got a shot of rain that the other one didn't. I don't know. I don't know how well the camera shows it here. Shows it pretty good, but somebody didn't have their booms cleaned out when they were in that field last time, and they sprayed the beans with something that killed them. That was me. I was watching the power line. Don't worry, I had it. Just for anybody wondering here, I'm gonna get out and take a look. Yeah, I don't think these are gonna come back. You can kind of tell some of the leaves are a little bit burnt. They're a little bit behind from where they should be. I just don't think they're gonna bounce back from this. I'm spraying. Basically what we're doing here is coming back through on some of the soybeans that we've sprayed already that are mostly clean, and I'm turning it on and off at spots where I don't need it. I'm shutting it off. 3/4 of the field I'm hitting it because we've got the chemical. I'm out here doing it. We want clean fields. For some reason we've got more water hemp patches this year than what we've had the last few years. I don't know why that is, but we've got the Extend Flex soybeans here. We're gonna put this glufosinate down, and from what I'm told, on hot days like this, good hot, humid days like this stuff is pretty effective. So hopefully this wipes out the water hemp that we have, which is a broadleaf that's gotten really tough to control for us. And I'll have to get back out here with a couple of loads tomorrow too, because I won't be able to cover all the acres today. But that's really what we're doing, is cleaning up the beans here. It's just kind of something we stay on top of, part of the program, and we'll be back in a couple more weeks more than likely to kill some soybean aphids as well. Other than a few weed patches and some yellow spots, probably from IDC or iron chlorosis, iron deficiency, which I don't know why. What was that? Why did you beep? I don't know why we have that this year as dry as we are, but we do. I'm losing some pressure here. Am I getting low? I'm out. Pump off. Don't want to run that dry. Go get more. Hay is one of those crops that always looks kind of fun because the weather's nice when you're doing it, and to me the field's like a good fresh cut hay field is just a thing of beauty. But I know in the middle of summer when you'd rather be doing plenty of other stuff with the family, that having hay is like anything else, right? It's another thing, but it always looks fun to me. Someone's kid has been out here ripping around on some sort of machine. What kind of kids would do that? Where are their parents? Boy, that's weird. Those tracks on the road match the same tracks all over my driveway. If you guys didn't grow up on a farm, I'm telling you, you missed out, and you should raise your kids on one if you can. What are you girls doing?
Nothing. Onyx is yelling at us to pick up his mess.
To pick up his mess? He made a mess?
Yeah.
What did he do?
So we were doing this race car track in the shed where we make a mark with like the vacuum or the broom.
Yeah?
And he took out like a bunch of jugs and then lined up the track and everything. He's yelling at us, "Go pick up your mess!"
Really?
Uh-huh.
It's amazing how it's always the other sibling's fault. Exactly the way it was when I grew up. Did you clean up in that shed? The girl said you had a mess going.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna be ready to go in a little bit?
Yep.
Remember those steaks I took out earlier? We're gonna go to a buddy's house and grill those now tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because it's gonna be a little less breezy tomorrow anyway. And I'm gonna spray the final 3 loads of that out. It might only take me 2 loads because we don't need to cover all the acres. So I'm gonna spray the rest of that out tomorrow. For tonight, I'm just gonna enjoy some time with the family, running the grill, eating some steak, having some cold barley pops, and it's gonna be a good night. So thank you guys for watching. We've got something cool coming up here in the next week or two, and just wanted to address the fact that I didn't have a video out for a couple of weeks there. Just taking some time off from the camera, that's all it was. I get a little bit burned out on the camera sometimes, you know? So in order to make sure that I don't hate carrying the camera around, I gotta take some time off once in a while. So I hope you guys are all enjoying your summer as well. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Keep it between the rows. We're certified. We are officially Minnesota Ag Water Quality certified, which means that the Department of Ag, the local Soil and Water Conservation District has taken a look at our farm and our practices and said that we are doing the best management practices here that we have available to us to make sure that we are protecting our lakes, rivers, and streams so that we have healthy water going downstream, which in this area right here would be towards the Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River watershed. It's a completely volunteer program. We don't get paid anything. It's just kind of a way of saying, hey, we're doing the best we can out here. There's a lot of farms taking part in this. I think it's a good program to really, to be able to show that, hey, farmers are out here, we care, you know, because if farmers don't take care of their natural resources, that affects us before it affects anybody else. So obviously, it's in our best interest to take care of our own water and our own soil and our own air, which is a little hazy today. Since my last crop update, we did have a ½ inch of rain, which wasn't nearly enough, but once again, and still, both the corn and the soybeans look better than I think they should. The roots have to be going really deep, particularly on the corn, because it's got to be using a ton of water right now. You can see if you look over to my other side here, the corn is starting to shrivel up a little bit again. It is getting some of those pineapple leaves, but overall the color is good. It's not starting to burn up. I mean, it's too dry, it's a little uneven, it's gray. It continues to look better than it should, and I think that's common for most areas. We are just starting to see some tassels shooting through right now. I would expect this week we'll be pretty much fully tasseled within the next few days here.